Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Clements. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Getting some heat. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's just so frustrating on a defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the 1st down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. They keep attacking through the air. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the single back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Now, a fourth down.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Wants to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Clemson, 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can overrun the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this. And listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Quarterback will audible. Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up. But this one into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tulane right back to the line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On second down, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The back goes in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. These corners going to give them some space. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tulane.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Clemson! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw for it. He's going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He's got him and they convert. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this... an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Clemson! They take the lead with the 6. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And on second down for this offense. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it spark, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wake Forest is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing on the basketball court with the Deacs. They're up by 18 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, there's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on its way. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw it again. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson big-time success.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Another. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground, he's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quickly complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
No gain on the play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
Snatches it on the right. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tulane right back to the line.
He's going to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fair catch, called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, and get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll leave it with him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, once you get in the second half of a tie football game, you cannot waste these opportunities. You've got to put points on the board. You've got to take care of the football when you start to get in the red zone.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out, I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game now. Now you're just begging your defense to...
Just steamrolling his way through. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This is a designed run. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Tulane.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get touchdown, Tigers. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the stick.
Working that deep right side. An excellent concentration on the catch. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to pass on second down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.